Welcome to Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with the celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has stayed in the States and Boston, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday.
Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Extra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Extra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public opinion on trending issues, we also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment of EP Extra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin FMK.
And me, Irene Pax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Extra, your infotainment hub.
Okay, so I want you to relax, just be yourself, because by the time, forget him, by the time I'm done with you, I'll bring out everything, all the beauty inside you, then go see him. So I want you to be confident and relax. When I say pose, I want you to pose in a way that, when they see the picture,
what nonsense is this guy?
Don't worry. So let's give the first shot,
Is this guy
You are not doing this right. Don't. See, when I say pose, you will pose so that in a way they can see that beauty that is.
Excuse me. What is going on here?
We are shooting.
Yes, I know, but what was that for?
What? Listen, I'm a professional, and I've been doing this job for years now. I graduated with first class in photography and cinematography, so you can't come and teach me my job.
It be like you want chop some slap.
Slap?
You want some slaps we're going to reset this your rotten brain,
So now you want to teach me my job now?
And you? So this is the reason why you always prefer this studio to the other one closer to the house, At the age of 31, instead of used to thinking about settling.
30? What?
I see. So you have this year deceiving people that you were 21. Look, she's 31 and we are settling down soon, okay?
That one no concern me. Now my work I dey do, make I just finish. So just wait for outside. Mo shoot the remaining part.
No, like you dey push me out. No, it be like I no get locks than tears, so you think say I be gentle, I go beat you for you, I swear. How this move?
Brother,
Get your phone and get out.
just calm down.
I go. Listen, this is the reason why you always prefer this studio to the one closer to the house. I will hug you right now. Come on, come on.
Hey, my brother, please do not handle my client because I am not done finishing.
We're on the streets of Accra today. We're asking people what they think about illegal mining in the country. So let's move.
Well, illegal mining per se, I think the government needs to, map some strategy for the youth. You get it? Although it is causing our water bodies, but I'm thinking that there will be a proper measures for that if only the government is thinking about the youth. although there's some there are foreigners in there not thinking about the nature of the land. They don't think about the causes. I mean, but all the same, it is giving us money. Yeah, all the same together, and it is our youth is I don't put it, but it is a, need to have it's giving them money, something to do, getting enough for them. Yeah, but our water bodies, that is what everybody is concerning now. Yeah, because that our I don't know put it, our community, they need to gain something from the mining, but they are not gaining anything, especially the road networks. Yeah, but all the same, I think the government should map proper measures for that.
Illegal mining, I think, it spoils our water bodies and all. Yeah, I think somewhere last week I was at Pra, so and I saw the river. It was the river Pra. It was very bad, and yeah, I think it really spoils our water body and all. So, well, in those areas, it's a source of income because there is no job over there, and yeah, they are doing these jobs because of income. And in other ways, it's also destroying water bodies and stuff. So yeah, if the government can create jobs for the youth, I think yeah, they will stop the illegal mining. But for now, if you tell them to stop, they are still going to find a way to do it. Yeah.
All right, I think it should be regulated if it has to be done. I think the government said they were regulating it, but I don't know the effects of illegal mining. For example, it destroyed our water bodies, our forestry, and a lot of things. So on a large scale, I think it's doing more harm than good. So it needs to be regulated. It can't be cancelled entirely, but there should be some laws for it so that people can just earn a living, and then as well as protecting the environment as well.
Illegal money is not good in the country because when you do money, it spoil our water, our land too. Yeah, because when you go and fetch the water is no good at all. So we have to tell the government that it should put stop for that because it's no good at all in the country, and it's polluting the youth too. Because right now the money system is hard for the country, even the government to know everything. It's very bad at all. So all the youth are focusing in to get money, yeah, and it's very bad too because we have to pay. Yeah, as a lady, you have to work hard to get money, but not the bad way. Yeah, so we are pleading the government to put stop for that for us because it's destroying things for us.
Oh, illegal mining. What I would say is it's not really nice for our nation that they will do that illegal mining, but we have ways and means that we can do it because you can see that it is destroying our water bodies. And one thing is my village we used to swim in, but nowadays you can't do anything in there because the water has been destroyed by chemicals and all those stuffs. But we are pleading the government that you should put measures in place so that we can see what to do. Because mining there, for me, what I know about mining is very nice. It will get money, we will get money, the youth will get employed. But we have to take measures that will help for the nation to get much money because we can see that when they are doing that mining inside water there, they will destroy our water. But by a long time ago, that you can't even get water to drink. So now, no, we will not get water to drink unless we import water from either countries. So, like the colonial system came in, you see that we are suffering. So we are suffering for food and all those stuff. So when we are doing illegal mining and our water body destroyer, unless we go to them and then import money, we import waters and then for us to buy. So if we don't have money, how can we import waters and then use it here? Because you can use some for bathing and all those stuff. But now, no, we can't even use it to cook, do anything. Even swimming, you can't even swim in. So the government should put measures in place so that everything will be fine for the nation. Yes.
Yes, what develops a nation is human resources and natural resources. And when there is an illegal mining, we call it it is economic sabotage, and it cripples the economy of every country. So the government should work towards stopping every illegal mining in every country, because when these measures are being taken to stop illegal mining, it will boost the economy of the country and promote development of every nation.
Thank you. Okay, so Calvin, this is what people are saying.
के नहीं खे ससुर जी के दहेज समझ के खाता नहीं तोरा कोनो दिक्कत
भिखारी कहीं के तुम खुद यहाँ से निकलते हो या मैं तुम्हें घसीट के बाहर निकलवाऊं
Mrs. Morrison.
Young lady, how may I help you?
Doctor, I really need your help. I have a very big problem.
You have a very big problem. Can you explain yourself better?
I don't seem to feel anything.
Anything I seen?
Listen, I don't feel anything when I have sex with a man, not even my husband.
Oh, I see. So you are telling me that, for example, if I should do jiggy jiggy with you, you will not feel anything?
At all, doctor.
Sure?
At all.
Sure.
At all.
I see, noted. Now, let me ask you, young lady, have you been administering any sort of drugs? Steroids?
No.
Contraceptives?
No, I'm a married woman, doctor.
I see. You have to open up to me because...
Yes, doctor. The only thing I use is a vibrator.
A vibrator, you say?
Yes.
I see. So, your vibrator, does it have a battery?
No.
Then what sort of vibrator is that? No battery.
The vibrator.
Hey, Doc, I said batteries for vibrator.
Basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with the celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has stayed in the States and Boston, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday.
Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Extra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Extra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public's opinion on trending issues, we also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Extra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin FNK.
And me, Irene Pax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Extra, your infotainment hub.
It's pretty much a bright afternoon, Monday afternoon, here in the city of Accra, and we are back to the studios of EPTV Africa with the program EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can easily access us wherever you are all around the world. I hope your weekend was amazing. If not, we know the economy somehow might lead to something. But interestingly, we are back with EP Extra with entertaining stories, especially those that has been happening over the weekend. So a lot of entertaining stories. First and foremost, you can follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Is EPTV Africa. You can also log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com. So on today's EP Extra, I have interesting stories for you. If you've been following social media for the past couple of days now, last week to be precise, you would know that Shatta Wale has been trending. I won't say for the good reasons, but publicity is publicity. Whether you trend positively or negatively, it is still publicity. I'm going to be bringing you an update as to why Shatta Wale has been trending and why he's still trending, and the latest person to come out to speak about Shatta Wale's trend in the past couple of days now. And later on, I'll also be bringing you an update from Nigeria. Interestingly, Yul Edochie is also back in the news. You know, Yul Edochie, one of the finest Nollywood actors we have in Nigeria, his mouth and the way he comes out to give his own opinion about certain stuff doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. In the latest development from Yul Edochie, he has come out to reveal that he's actually called by God to be a preacher. Let me make a put out for plain shit. He said God called her to be a pastor. We have a video for that. And later on, we'll be telling you an update as to how the former CEO and founder of Twitter, Jack, is reportedly come out with a new social media platform. So we all know that after Elon Musk took over Twitter, a lot of changes has been going up back and back, and Elon has been giving a lot of people to back and front. So I'll bring you the whole conversation about the Twitter trends for the past couple of days now. So a lot of these and many more stories are coming up on today's EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK. Don't forget that we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. You can join our conversation on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our website www.eptvafrica.com. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll be delving more into today's EP Extra properly. We'll be right back.
On Hard Talk, we review and fact check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Ekufodo's blood relative. Are you aware?
How much do you give to NDC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about roll of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually apply that?
There will be never 100% anything on this yet, unless you go to God.
I'm not to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk. Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk. On Hard.
All right, you're welcome back. If you're just logging on, you logged on right on time. The program is EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK, and we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Now, before I went for that quick commercial break, I was talking about the fact that there are a lot of stories on today's EP Extra, today's Monday's edition, and it's super fun to be back in the studios of EPTV Africa. So let me start off today's stories with Shatta Wale. So for the past couple of days now, Shatta Wale has been trending on social media. I would use the phrase Shatta Wale himself and his former manager Bulldog, who is now known as Bull God. So let me give you a back end to what this whole conversation about this, this beef between Shatta Wale and his former manager is. So a couple of days ago, it was reported that Bull God came out on a public platform to release the album that Shatta Wale had. I mean, he actually gave out a hint to Shatta Wale's new album. This album has been trending, and people have been asking Shatta Wale why is he not bringing it out, in as much as there's been lots of conversations about it. So in a recent public appearance, Bulgod came out to release some names that are actually involved in this album, and that did not go down well with Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale got super angry, came on social media and revived an issue which has passed, or which was took place in 2014. That is the murder of Kwao former manager Phoenix Ochery. So Shatta Wale in a recent post accused Bulgod of having a hand in the murder of Phoenix Ochery. That was in the year 2014. Remember that if you've been following Shatta Wale and all the whole saga, you know that in the year 2014, when Phoenix Ochery was murdered by unknown gunmen in his residence at Spintex in Accra, Ghana, one of the major suspects, or one of those who were in the center of this whole conversation, of this whole murder issue, was Shatta Wale's former manager Bulldog, who is now known as Bulgod. So the police had their own investigation and everything, but later on Bulldog was released from prison. But now that Shatta Wale is coming out to accuse Bulldog of having a hand in Phoenix Ochery's death, it seems to have revived the entire issue. The Ghana police is now involved. Not just the Ghana police, the entire public are asking the question, why is he now coming out now to speak about this? But the most recent conversation we are bringing to you is the fact that his baby mama, Michi, I will not use the word Shatta Michi because she used to be called Shatta Michi. Now she preferred to be called Michi. Michi came out in a recent, appeal to the general public, Ghanaians, especially the SM fans, asking them to do a serious, powerful prayer for his baby daddy, because the whole situation would not only affect the man's career but also affect her baby. Remember that Shatta Michi and Shatta Wale has a son together. There's a video to Michi asking the general public to actually put out a powerful prayer for Shatta Wale. I would want you to watch this. We'll be right back.
Say, fa impaibo powerful prayers pa infantile. Neba papa yechi Shatta Wale na nsema PP no ankofa nsem foforo. Amba if you say kana akamene me ban so nsem pacho. So mestre Ghana for pa say fa impaibo powerful prayers pa infantile. Neba papa yechi Shatta Wale na nsema PP no ankofa nsem foforo. Amba if you say kana akamene me ban so nsem pacho.
All right, so that was Michi asking the general public to hold a powerful prayer for her baby daddy Shatta Wale, because according to her, she was, for those of you who might not understand the language she's speaking, she was actually speaking true in there. To cut the long story short, she's appealing to the general public to actually put Shatta Wale in their prayers, a powerful prayer, because whatever the situation outcome is going to be, is not going to only affect Shatta Wale, but it's also going to affect her son that she has with Shatta Wale. We wish them all the very best on this particular one. The Ghana police is still, investigating Shatta Wale's post that came out a couple of days ago, and Shatta Wale has said that he would help the Ghana police reinvestigate this whole particular, murder involving Phoenix Ochery, the former manager of Kwao. So we're going to see what pans out in the coming days from the camp of Shatta Wale. But yes, that's a call from Michi. I think if you're an SM fan, you should pray for Shatta Wale, because this whole situation is going in a way that people would not want it to go. But let's see what pans out in the coming days. Now, away from that, let's move into other stories. Black Sherif. Yes, the guy of the moment, the man of the moment in Ghana music industry. So we all know that Black Sherif recently brought out a new single a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people are still vibing to it. But there's a new twist to this old Black Sherif saga. In the most recent revelation, some people are claiming that there's a leaked sex tape out there involving Black Sherif and an unknown lady. Well, the report we are getting today is the fact that it's a mistaken identity. Black Sherif is not involving any, sex tape. But it's so amazing and it's so sad how some people can literally carry out They would want to actually propagate bad news rather than the good news. The guy came out a couple of weeks ago to announce that he's having a concert coming up soon, but nobody is talking about that. But when the alleged sex tape picture started circulating on social media, everybody is bouncing on it. It's not so good. It's not good at all. But what we are bringing to you right now is the fact that Black Sherif is not involved in any sex tape. It's a situation they call a mistaken identity. I didn't bring you the pictures because some things you should not be seeing inside that particular picture. But when I saw the picture for myself, I realized that the guy in question literally looks like Black Sherif. They have this kind of identical look, but yes, it is what it is. It's a mistaken identity. Let's leave it at that. With that being said, Black Sherif is having a concert. He's having a show pretty soon. Instead of us to propagate the negative stories that the social media wants to hear, let's talk about his new concert that is coming up. So Black Sherif plus special guest DJ Semtes Nas is having a program on the 18th of November 2022 at Coco in London. Yes, this is taking place in London. So all the Black Hole fans, if you're in London, come out on the 22nd of November this month to celebrate this guy, because he's been, for the past couple of years now, when you talk about Ghana music industry, is one person who has stand out. His music has actually been played, it's being played by a lot of people all around the world. So yes, Black Sherif is having a program on the 18th of November at Coco in London. So yeah, if you're Black Sherif fans, make sure to pass by. And yes, as I made mention earlier, the sex tape thing is a mistaken identity. Make you live on the way they. The guy not inside any sex tape. Now, away from that, let me move to a conversation that to many it might seem to be dying off, but we are still waiting to hear from the horse's mouth. And we are talking about the situation involving Davido and Chioma, the death of their son. So after this old Davido and Chioma situation started trending on social media, there's been lots of stories ups and down. Some people are still speculating that their son, who is reportedly dead through drowning, is still alive in fine. But a lot of people have other stuff to say, in as much as the entire world has been put into mourning. Even celebrities from not just Nigeria, all around the world has been pouring their condolences message to Davido and Chioma. One of the latest celebrities to do that is Nicki Minaj, all the way from the United States of America. But we are bringing to you the current reaction or the current state of Chioma and Davido at the moment, and that is being reviewed by Pastor Toby from America. Now, Pastor Toby happened to be one of the renowned pastors or Nigerian pastors in the state, and in the most recent post, he said he spoke to Davido, and this situation involving the drowning of their son has brought him and Chioma stronger together. There's a post Toby Adeboyega posted on his social media a couple of days ago. He said, I spoke to the one OBO the second time, and he's getting stronger. He's rising. They are both getting stronger. Praise God. So this is the post he brought out on social media, going to rise from this stronger, more glorious, and giving more hope and strength to more people. Now that came out from Pastor Toby. Now, I think this actually answers the questions a lot of people are still speculating, claiming that Ifeanyi is still alive, in as much as we've not heard or we've not gotten an official statement coming from the camp of Davido and Chioma. But come on, what are you expecting? These two are currently in a mourning state. They are still mourning, so let's give them the time they need to mourn. And social media, you guys should allow them to mourn in peace. But I mean, when the story of Ifeanyi passing came on social media, it became a serious one, and it actually took a lot of toll on many people all around the world. We are still hoping that in the coming days, these two find a way to move out of this. Yes, there's a better life ahead. We wish them all the very best. So yes, that was Davido and Chioma's current state being reviewed by Pastor Toby, indicating that this particular situation has made them stronger together. Wish them all the very best on that particular one. Now, away from Davido and Chioma, a sad story there, let's move into something lighter for the married people. So, Nigerian pastor reveals what can break a marriage. Interestingly, the reason I brought out this particular story, because a lot of people have been speculating what actually leads to people's marriage not lasting long. A lot of theories, a lot of opinions, and a lot of thoughts about this. But in the most recent post on social media by Kingsley Okonkwo is known as one of the finest pastors we have in Nigeria. In the most recent post, he came out to reveal this. I'm going to be reading to you his exact post on social media. So he said, one of the things that can break a marriage is when a spouse sends a funny post on WhatsApp or Instagram and you did not send your laughter. Question mark. Seriously? So this is what keeps a marriage? The post you're looking at right now is what keeps or breaks a marriage? If it is coming from a minister of God, we hope that this is coming from a joking perspective. But it's quite, funny saying that if your spouse release a post on social media, Instagram or WhatsApp to be precise, a funny post, and you did not laugh or respond to it, that means your marriage is going to end. What is this one they turn into? Are you speaking English? Like, for real? But anyway, who am I to judge? That is coming from a minister of God. I mean, a well-renowned minister of God, saying that if your spouse posts something funny on social media, WhatsApp, on Instagram, and you did not respond to that, it can lead to your marriage breaking. How gonna be cool? We'll leave that one for the way it is right now. Now, away from that, still in Nigeria, let's move into the movie industry, Nollywood. Yul Edochie, the father of all nations, is back in the news. This time around, we are not talking about his political career, neither are we talking about the, him taking a second wife or his whole relationship saga. We are talking about a recent revelation coming out from him. He's come out to reveal that God has actually called him to be a preacher, a man of God, a minister. But in a very dicey way, or in a very relaxed way of putting out this communication, he didn't indicate if God has called him to be on the pulpit preaching like every other minister that is being called. But he is saying that God has called him to be a minister through his way of life, his way of doing things. So did God actually ask you to go for a second wife? That is my question. But before I talk too much, there's a video to him revealing this to the general public and especially his fans all over the world. And I would want you to watch this. I'll be right back.
I have a calling to be a minister of God. I have a calling to preacher of God, to be one of God's ministers, to preach the word of God through words and through actions. I've had this calling a long time ago, actually, many years ago, but I always felt maybe the time hadn't come, the time wasn't right.
All right, so that was Yul Edochie himself in person. Make not come like I talk too much when I hear him from his mouth and I ain't talk him. He say God don't call him to be a minister. Let's see how that pans out for him in the coming years. Wish him all the very best. I wouldn't want to talk too much because the video itself is self-explanatory. We'll go for a quick commercial, but when I come back, I will tell you the latest Nollywood actor that is out of the single ministry in the film industry. We'll be right back.
On Hard Talk, we review and fact-check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Ekufodo's black relative. Are you aware?
How much did you give to NDC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about roll of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually apply that?
There will be never 100% anything on this yet unless you go to God.
I'm not to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk.
All right, you're welcome back. The program is still EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK, and we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. If you're just logging on, you've kind of missed most of our stories, but you can have a repost of this Monday's edition on our various social media handles. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is EPTV Africa. You can also log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com. Now, before I went for that quick commercial break, I was letting you know or giving you a hint to the latest Nollywood actor who is out of the Single Men Association. I happen to be the president in there, but interestingly, Frederick Leonard is out of the industry because he's getting married to his colleague in the industry, Peggy. So these two seems to be having a good time. Not too long, they came out publicly to announce that they are in a romantic deja vu. This one, this time is not a deja vu, but interestingly, what we're bringing to you today is the fact that she said yes to him, and they'll be getting married in November. While somebody is saying that he's been called to be a pastor, someone else is also starting the marital ministry. Wish him all the very best. We are hoping that this marriage doesn't only sound, you know, like the celebrity marriages we've been hearing on social media, where the two of them, the power couple, the husband is a celebrity, the wife is a celebrity, and not too long or after the whole marriage thing, elaborate marriage, it ends shortly. We are hoping that what Peggy and Leonard is having lasts longer. Wish them all the very best. Their marriage is taking place in November, and of course, trust us, when the update for the marriage is out, we'll be bringing you right here on EP Extra. Now, away from that, let's move into the international front. Twitter. Elon Musk. So Elon has been doing some dramatic or I would not say dramatic, drastical actions over the past couple of days now since he officially took over Twitter as its owner, because of course he paid the money in full. So now he's a new person in charge. But what we are bringing to you is the fact that founder and former CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, launched his new social media platform. Remember that a couple of years ago, Jack stepped down as the CEO of Twitter before the whole, you know, Elon Musk saga started coming in and out. But interestingly, in a new development, Jack is reportedly releasing a new social media platform called Blue Sky. A lot of people are seeing this as a rival to Twitter. Yes, it should be a rival to Twitter, because a lot of things is happening on Twitter right now that people are not so happy about. But interestingly, let me just read to you a brief detail about this. So Blue Sky was commissioned by Jack Dorsey when he was still the CEO of Twitter, and with more than 30,000 signups for its wait list in less than 2 days, the project is quickly being touted as an alternative and perhaps even a replacement for Musk-owned Twitter. Elon Musk, with a sink in hand, took the global center stage as he completed his Twitter takeover on October 27. The deal was worth $44 billion and had the entire cryptosphere and the tech industry talking. However, a tiny Twitter offshoot established in 2019 is also creating ripples after announcing the upcoming launch of its beta testing app. Moving on, the project is called Blue Sky and was commissioned by Jack Dorsey when he was still the CEO of Twitter. And with more than 30,000 signups for its wait list in less than 2 days, the project is quickly being touted as an alternative and perhaps even a replacement for Musk's own Twitter. So, yes, let's see what comes out in the coming days. They've not officially made it, open to the general public, but what we are getting right now is it already has over 30,000 people signed up on its wait list, waiting for it to be launched. If the guy used the same energy in creating Twitter to what it is today to put into Blue Sky, let's see what pounds out in the coming days. Wish them all the very best on that particular one. So that's how we wrap up on today's EP Extra, which came to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. If you're just logging on, you've kind of missed the stories basically, but you can have a replay on our various social media handles. Before we wrap up on today's EP Extra, I brought you an update on Shatta Wale and the whole late Femi Kochiri and the old Bull God saga and everything, and how Shatta Michi is calling for prayers from the general public. We also brought you an update from the camp of Black Horse saying that the recent trending video, alleged sex tape, it is an case, or it's a case of mistaken identity. We hope that this is sorted out. And we also brought you an update from Nigeria about Nollywood actor Yul Edochie saying that he's been called by God to be a preacher. Later on, we told you about the fact that Fred Leonard, one of the finest actors in Nollywood, is out of the Single Men Association because he will be getting married to his colleague Peggy in November this year. And we also finally concluded with an update about the fact that the former CEO and founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, has launched or is launching Blue Sky social media platform, a rival to what people will say to Twitter, which that in the coming days we'll see what other pans out. Well, once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. I want to say a very big thank you to the entire team for putting up today's EP Extra together. Yes, you can still follow us on our various social media handle, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is EPTV Africa. You can log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com. We are back with another EP Extra on Wednesday. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. It's a wrap from us. Mr. Henry, did I meet your time?
Welcome to Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football,
Doctor, please, I need some medication or injection to heal my hand and eye instantly. I have a driving test tomorrow morning.
I am not a magician. You have to wait and heal. Don't try and drive and kill someone or yourself.
Oh, doctor, it seems you don't understand. I don't have any other day but tomorrow to test run this trailer.
Eh?
And since you can't help me, I have to manage my one hand and one eye like that.
You make trailer? Tell me, which area are you running the test? So that I can call my family and friends to tell them not to go around that area. Which area? You can't drive because you are incompetent, incapable. You are disabled. Eh? You tell me the area. Tell me the area so that I'll call my family and
Doctor,
friends.
have a good day.
Oh, hey, young man. Hey, young man. Hey, young man. Young man. Hey, come and tell me. The compound. But I'm 12. You're going for a try with one eye and one arm. Try. If you kill someone, they will kill you.
Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with the celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has changed the face of boxing, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday. First half there between Ghana and the Uruguay. 2-0 down at halftime. I would love to say we are happy, but everyone is sad. We are live on all our social media platforms, EP Radio TV, EPTV Africa, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Guys, it's first half. Evans, what do you think? How would you sum up the half so far?
I think it's one of the most poorest first halves I've seen the Black Stars in this very tournament. Against Portugal, we were not too bad in the first half. Korea, the same. But this very one, I don't know how to describe the team. Very disjointed. Passes from the back, transitioning from the back to the midfield to the attack is virtually non-existent. And nothing actually worked for us in the midfield. And that's how come we are down by 2-0.
You share the same thoughts, David?
I think, as I said, composure. You see, you can say, oh, they are swinging the balls from the left to the right, but it was the same thing. I think they copied Korea. You overload the left side of the Ghanaian defense, the left side. You overload that place with the technical players. Then they bring 2 players to the right back because all your attention will switch to the left side. Then they volley the ball to the right place and they score. That's the same format they are using. And individual mistakes. When your most experienced defender on the pitch is playing ball like he's in under 12, this is what happens. And again, as I was saying, I was talking about Inaki. I've been saying this and people have been criticizing me. He is not a typical African striker. He doesn't know our game. So it's either you are benching him or you are placing him somewhere where he will be effective. I get my point.
Yeah.
When he started, I saw him on the wings. I thought he was a winger. Then you see him at the strike. Then you come back to the wings.
Yeah, he started the game playing 7. Apparently, we thought Kudus was playing 7, but he started off on the number 7, then drifted back to the number 9 with his renowned.
So I think the coach, I think Black Stars can equalize the same way they scored us too. That's the same way we can equalize too.
Okay, so coming to it's Ghana Uruguay all over again, and then there's a penalty all over again, if I should say. There is no Asamoah Gyan this time. Our captain steps up, and I don't know how to describe the penalty. It was like he passed the ball to the goalkeeper. Give me your thoughts on that penalty situation before just the penalty. First of all, it was a penalty. We all agree it was a penalty, right?
Sure, yeah.
It was a penalty. So, what was the thought process of the DIU?
You see, this is where I don't want to use Messi and Ronaldo, but this is where these people step up.
But we saw Messi miss a penalty, though.
Yes, but this is where Messi is not going to miss this penalty. You are the captain. After missing the ball, that's how come the people come back again, because their psyche and their confidence is going to go up after saving that ball. And that's how come they will come at you and get 2 goals. I mean, look at how the technique and everything kicking that penalty is nowhere near any quality. And I was expecting something better from the day are you doing this.
I mean, the run up to him kicking the ball he took quite a while to play the ball.
Of course.
I don't know why he wanted to use technique for this penalty.
Probably he had Asamoah Gyan in his head. He went for Asamoah Gyan 2010.
It's not about going for so much power.
And then
it's about choosing where to play the penalty and just play it. You get my point? Yeah. Anyways, penalty the keeper also has a chance to point it. But this was a poor penalty. Take it. And when you play such a penalty at that moment, you discourage your own players because you are the captain. You get my point? And your performance encourages the team. One, we've scored the penalty. What do you do? As a coach, you don't keep quiet. I get my point.
Yeah.
The coach is also too down in some certain moments from. It's like you're waiting for first half, then you talk to your players. No, you don't do that. You let them go for a goal before it's too late. And I don't know why we were so much attacking when we didn't have anything to lose.
Okay, so I'll take some messages on Twitter right now, and Otuado is trending, Kudus is trending, Black Stars is trending. I'll just pick a couple of messages on Twitter just to see what people or fans out there are thinking about this particular game. Black Stars are already 2-0 down, and I have a couple here. This is coming from Coach Efia Empress. She said Ghana 2-0 halftime. Hey, I didn't see this one coming.
Efia.
Someone says Sunny says Otuado, when he realizes he has to attack in the second half, he turns to the late Osama bin Laden. From King Eben, he is saying you play a 4-2-3-1 against a Uruguayan team with so much technical players. I really do not get it. Okay, these are tweets referring to Otto Addo. Let me go to the Black Stars in general so we can get their whole thoughts. I mean, the country's whole thoughts about what's going on at the moment. Wow, a whole lot of comical stuff. People saying Black Stars packing their load, like their bags from Qatar coming. I can see loads of pictures. And someone, I'll just pick one comment here that says, the Black Stars, yeah, I didn't expect much more than this. Thank God I ate before the game. Did you eat before the game?
I've not eaten.
So it will be a tough time for you to eat. Okay, so going forward, I mean, the damage has been done, just like you said. Was it a right, before I even ask what to do, was it a right tactics in playing open football, the back four, instead of going for a pragmatic back five, compact defensive situation? Was that a good decision for Otto Addo?
Playing back four, there is nothing wrong with it. But what you have to say is that you have to tell your wingers not to be going too much.
Not to commit, yeah.
You see that thing? Don't allow them to be going too much. But then what we have to do is to take our time. I mean, and wait for the right time to get a counter, so get a break, and get a goal.
Quickly,
and that's it.
We're about to go back to the match. How do the Black Stars get back into this game?
It's all not lost. I think that he should take off Inaki Williams and then introduce Osman Bukhari. And then from the midfield and perhaps take off Jordan Ayew as well and introduce another player, and then
David,
we can.
How do we get back into this?
I think Jiku should come to defense
in place of Amate.
We should play 3 defense.
Okay.
If Gideon Mensah can play, bring him to the left side.
Bring
Kamaldeen
Suleiman
to the left side to play wing back. Seydou should maintain his position at the right back.
Yeah.
A 2 midfield. Bring let Partey and Salis remain. Then
he has introduced Kamaldeen.
Yeah. Then 3 up fronts.
Yeah.
3 up fronts consisting of Kudus as 9. If Inaki will stay, Inaki in the right, then you bring. If Jordan can step up, fine. But I'm doubting because of how intensified the match is. Bring Trey or another winger who is technically gifted. I get my point. Let's overload them at the wing side. Do you get my point?
But overloading at the wing, do we get someone to finish up those chances of?
That's why Kudus. And if Kudus is the one playing the 9, there's no problem.
Okay, as we heard them say, if Kudus is the one playing the 9, can he deliver the goods like he did against Korea? He needed, I think he scored 2 goals against Korea. We need 2 goals now. Black Stars, make us proud. We'll be back after the second half is done. See you, don't go anywhere. Welcome to Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results our website www.eptvafrica.com. So I have some guests in the studios right here with me. We're about to digest the Black Stars match against Uruguay. But before we do that, let's go on this quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hi. When was the last time you read a good book or listened to a great poetry piece? Do you feel lazy doing either of them? You can be a part of the show as well. Just send me a DM, and like I always say, join me, your man PYOB. Let's chill.
Welcome back from that quick one. Yes, we're getting straight into it. I mean, I have my guys in the studios here with me. I have Evans. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, bro.
I mean, I can see you're in that mood.
Of course.
We'll get into it. And we have our regular customer. David, what's up? What's going on?
Good, by the grace of God.
All right. So straight into it. Uruguay versus Ghana. Ghana versus Uruguay. Let's just talk about that before we even go into what has happened before. How do you see this game, Evans? Give me your thoughts just generally on the whole game.
Well, this is going to be a very tough game for both teams. With what has happened some years back, I'm not going to go much into that because we'll be coming there.
Yeah.
But generally, it's going to be tough. Uruguay, one thing that is very bad currently with them is the fact that they are the only team who have not been able to score a goal in this tournament, and that means that their strikers are not actually
firing. And they have some good guys: Suarez, Cavani, Nunes.
They are not doing a great job for them. And but for Ghana, for us, we have 3 points and we want to qualify. I think Coach Otto Addo is going to ask the boys to calm down because we have 3 points. They don't have. I mean, they have 1 point.
1 point, yeah.
And then they need a win in this game. They need it, right? What Ghana needs is just a draw. Either they win or they draw. So I think it's going to be a tough game. Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen the lineups, but just in case you haven't seen the lineup, let me run you through the players that are starting for the Black Stars of Ghana. And David, we have Atizigi, the regular, in goal. Baba Aman at left back, Salisu and Amate partnering each other in the central defense. We have Seidu at the right back. In the midfield, we have Semenyo and Partey. Then Dede Ayew is playing in the number 10 position. Then we have in the number 11, we have Jordan Ayew, William striking, and Kudus coming from the right. So from what you just told us, what do you think from the Ghanaian perspective, hearing the lineup and everything? You think it's positive? Can they don't look like from the lineup, I don't think he's playing defensive.
No.
If you both agree with me. So he's going for a win, right?
Yes.
Can we get a win against Uruguay?
I think we can get a win. The thing is that we shouldn't go into the game with anger, or the revenge should rather be a motivation. And right now the ball is in our court.
Exactly. It's our game to lose.
It's our game to lose. So no option than to attack. So all you need is composure and control your emotions. When you can do these two things, and when you have the ball, the little you can do with the ball, do it well and do it properly. Because they are eager to score a goal, there's pressure on them. And one thing I know about pressure, playing with pressure, is that you make a few mistakes behind.
Exactly.
You have to capitalize on that to punish them. So it's our game to lose. So all we need to 100% concentration and be very, very intelligent with our emotions.
Okay.
And we are good to go.
Okay, so I believe we can have pictures of the lineup on the screen right now, so our viewers can get to see the players that are representing Ghana. I mean, the starting 11 for this particular game. So Evans, our defensive record have not been good. I mean, we saw in the Nations Cup before the build up to the World Cup and qualifiers against Nigeria and all that. But now this is the main deal. This is the finals itself. How well can you stop Uruguay? A Uruguay team that's already not scoring. Bearing in mind, we have a certain Luis Suarez who has history against Ghana. We have a certain Darwin Nunes who's now firing for Liverpool. And then we don't need to know the pedigree of, I mean, Edison Cavani is well known around the world. How do you stop those three guys who are already not firing?
Well, I think that Otto Addo should come into this game with what the lineup that we've seen. It means that he's going to play a flat 4. And he's not doing the usual 3-back that we know him for. Well, for our defense, even before the tournament, we had not won a game for about 11 matches that we had played, and that was a cause for alarm for us. And this current players that we have, Salisu and Jiku Amate, Salisu doesn't really have the experience. Obviously, we are going to concede. They've not scored a goal, but we are going to concede. For that one, we should all put it at the back of our mind, because Nunes, Cavani, Suarez, these are world top strikers, and they are going to come at us. But how can we stop them? I think that Otto Addo should give the boys the instruction. Like he said, we should have the composure. Let us be disciplined at the back. Let us not lose too much balls. And then we are going to try to stop them. Amate and Salis in the midfield. He should let Salis stay, and then how do we call it? Party should rather be going forward a little bit, but then shouldn't be leaving the defense like that, which is going to cause or leave them porous for them to score us.
Okay, so David, at the left back, we have a replacement of, before we came on air, we had a discussion ourselves, and I was a little bit skeptical at seeing Baba Rahman starting at left back, but you seem to have his back. Why is that the case in this? And before I even let you answer the question, I have nothing against Baba Rahman, but performance is everything, and tournament football do not accept. It's not league football where you can correct your mistake and pick up 3 points when someone else drops it. These are our last 3 points we have to pick, or 1 point as it is. Baba Rahman has shown he can be inconsistent in the past, so that's why I have an issue with him. Gideon Mensah had a terrific game, if you agree with me, against South Korea. Why bench him over Baba Rahman?
I think he picked a knock on Monday.
But he's on the bench.
Yeah. You see, some players, we have only 2 left back options, honestly.
Yeah.
So, obvious, maybe he has recovered, but we want a player to go into this match 100% fit, not 80% fit.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what gave Baba Rahman the edge over him.
Okay.
I get it. And Baba Rahman, there's not much I don't think Baba Rahman he can really play. His problem is that he plays very well. Then within 3-4 minutes,
key minutes,
then he loses focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can have a very 9/10 game, but he may lose focus in a minute and get punished. So he just needs to be focused throughout the game. And I think people should, because I think when you're a player, when you're playing with other players, you know your partner's weakness.
Yeah.
So the other guy should also be aware and cover up sometimes when he's going for it or what. But I think there will be no need to really go for it in this match. Let's remind you that Ghana, the Black Stars we have so much hope for, have only won 3 matches this year. This year, 3 matches this year.
We played over 11 and we didn't pick
what
anyone.
I'm saying is that we shouldn't go all attack. Keep your composure. Stick to the tactics you came with. Be disciplined. When you get a ball, pass it well. Move the ball around a little bit. When you're moving the ball around a little bit very well, the opponents become disturbed because they want the ball, and with that they can open up for you to counter. Yeah, and I also don't know why Kudus keeps on playing
on the right,
inverted right, because I was thinking Kudus should rather be the 10, a playmaker. He's the playmaker of the team. Then maybe there you can come on the right, or Inaki can come on the right, and then you go to the striking position.
Well, we haven't seen much of Trey. You were about to say something, but before we get to that, we haven't seen much of Trey in this tournament. And he's someone who has a pace to play on that 7, just like you're saying. So, do you think we need someone who has that pace, or a typical number 7 to?
If we are going to play somebody with the pace, then Osman Bukari is the next person who has to play in that position.
That guy did something against Portugal that really,
going to celebrate like
come on. He was caught in the moment, but we were losing.
It was his first World Cup.
Of course.
He was playing against his idol. Was
overexcitement.
So overexcitement.
We need to coach our players in that sense. But
that is one thing you get when you go to tournaments with players who do not have really experience. Playing with Ronaldo, he sees Ronaldo and he's already excited. I think he shouldn't have done that though. Yeah, but with Kudus playing in that position on the right. If you watch our last game, where Coach Otto Addo introduced the Brighton right back,
Tariq Lamptey
at the right back, you could see that clearly he was exposed, and you saw where he lost one ball on the right side, and then it led to a goal. It means Kudus doesn't come back, he doesn't track back, he doesn't help the right back who is supposed to defend well. So Kudus, I think, like he said, Kudus, if he's played in the 10 role, he is going to be more effective and also allow somebody to give defensive cover to our right back. But well, that is the decision of the manager.
Okay, I'm about to ask a big question in concern to the manager. Sorry, pardon me. Should we lose this game or should we not go further in this tournament? Is that the end for Otoado?
I don't think so. You know why?
Why?
Yes, because he's very fresh. He has now come in. We have to give him time. I think he has done a very good job, because this year when they constituted that team together with himself and the technical team, together with himself
Chris
and
Hughton,
the George and Chris Hughton and all those people, they are the people who got these boys on board. If you remember, Salisu didn't want to even play for Ghana, but it is their influence that got these boys, including Tariq Lamptey and then our striker, to come and play for Inaki Williams, to come and play for Ghana. So I think that they need time. If we don't win this game, or whether we progress or we don't progress, I think we should still give him time. We have AFCON to play after World Cup. We are going to play it in 2024. It's supposed to be 2023, but they are going to play it in 2024. So they give him that time, and then he will groom the boys, and perhaps we can win the AFCON.
You share the same thoughts?
I think you will need time, because a lot of changes have made the team.
Yeah.
The back and forth, we've changed. I think we've changed 3 or 4 managers.
In the space of like 4 years.
Yeah. So I think with that, you see, when you are coaching international side, you need time. Because the collapse, once somehow drop form, you are always forming a new team, and you see, you have a little players to trust. So I don't have any problem with Otoado. He knows how to select players, have the right tactics for a match, but his in-game management is where I have a problem. Substitutions and the tactics he used when the match is about to. That's where I have a problem with him. But to sit down and get tactics right going to a match, I think he does very well with that. And with his in-game management, it's only going to get better with time. So I think he needs time.
But then another thing with him, if we are going to give the job to him fully, then perhaps he has to resign from Dortmund and concentrate on the Black Stars.
Yeah, he still has a position.
If not, then we have to give the job to someone else.
You feel that would be a distraction to focusing fully on the Black Stars? But I'm sure FIFA allows that for a reason.
No, but how many teams even in the world are doing what we are doing?
That's true. That's true. All right. So we have 5 minutes to go until kickoff. I will get predictions from my gentlemen here, but before we do that, make sure you're on our social media platforms. EPTV Africa across board on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. We are live there. So putting you guys on the hot seat. Do you see us at least? Before I get your actual predictions, do you think we'll win? Do you think we'll draw? What are your feelings? Your gut feelings? When you're done, give me your score.
Well, it's going to be a tough game, like I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then, if we stick to the plan, and we do not lose focus like we did in our previous 2 games, we can get a win. But then, if Ghana gets a win, it's going to be a plus for us. I think this game is going to end 2-1 in favor of Ghana.
2-1. What do you have to say about it?
Okay, I think this game is going to be defined by fine margins.
Okay.
Fine margins. It's going to be very, 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 very tactical. Everyone will be cautious with his movements, the passing and everything. Very cautious. It might be even boring for some people because of the way it's going to be. So I think it will be a very slim. If there's a team going to win, which I'm thinking Ghana's going to win, so it's going to be either 1-0 or 2-1.
Okay.
If there's going to be a win, but I think it's a likely draw.
So you're going for a draw? 2-1 win for Ghana.
2-1, yeah.
Well, we'll be back after halftime, and maybe some of their predictions will go as planned, but who knows? So stick and stay with us. We go to see the first half of Ghana versus Uruguay. We'll be right back after that.
Hi. When was the last time you read a good book or listened to a great poetry piece? Do you feel lazy doing either of them? You can be a part of the show as well. Just send me a DM, and like I always say, join me on MPYOB. Let's chill.
Doctor, please, I want to pee.
You mean you want to urinate?
Yes, please.
As in, shh.
Yes.
The door on the right.
Okay, thank you.
What? Lady, you say you wanted to pee? Why? Do you want to kill me with pumpernickel explosion? What did you eat yesterday night? Did you swallow a dead rat? What's wrong with you?
Back to the studios of EP TV Africa, and the program is EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK. We are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Thank God it's Friday. I hope the week so far has been great for you. Today's EP Extra, it's basically a lengthy one because I will bringing you the omnibus, which means I will bringing you top stories, the stories we had from Monday through to Wednesdays. So if by any chance you missed out on our Monday and our Wednesdays edition of EP Extra, we have some top stories recap right here on today's EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. It's EP TV Africa. You can also log on to our website www.eptvafrica.com. We are streaming live on all our various social media handles as well as our radio platform globally on www.epradioafrica.com. So let's go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll be taking you through the omnibus sections of this Friday's edition. We'll be right back.
On Hard Talk, we review and fact check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Ekufodo's blood relative. Are you aware?
How much do you give to NDC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about roll of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually applied that?
There will be never 100% anything on this yet unless you go to God.
I'm not to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk. Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk.
All right, you're welcome back. If you just log in on, you logged on right on time. The program is EP Extra with me, Kelvin FNK, and it is our Friday's edition. Today is the Omnibus edition where I'll be bringing to you some top stories we brought to you on Monday and Wednesday. So let me go straight to my first story for the day, which is I'm starting up from Monday. So if you might have missed on Monday's EP Extra, yes, so just relax. I'm bringing you the top stories right now. So on Monday, we brought you an update on how one of Ghana's finest veteran actor, Fred Amogi, said one of his best or his biggest birthday wish so far is the fact that he would want to see himself on billboards. So he was appealing to corporate Ghana to actually endorse him now that he is alive. There's actually a video to that particular appeal. My producer is ready. I'll be showing that to you. My producer is ready. Yes, so let's watch this appeal from one of Ghana's finest veteran actor, Fred Amogi, appealing to the general public, especially to corporate Ghana, to actually give him endorsement deals. So watch these videos. I'll be right back.
One wish I would want to have for my 74th birthday is to see myself on billboards as a brand ambassador. I wouldn't want to die before before I'm mounted on billboards, when I wouldn't see what corporate Ghana did for me. So corporate Ghana, here I am. I'm prepared to be a brand ambassador for your product. Use me whilst I'm alive, not when I'm dead and gone. Thank you.
So that was Fred Amogi appealing to the general public, especially corporate Ghana, to actually grant him the wish of becoming their brand ambassador. Well, few days down the line, his wish is gradually becoming to pass, as Caveman Watches, one of the finest brands in Ghana when it comes to wristwatches, has officially signed him during the week. So you see, interestingly, this is how things literally work. When you ask for something, you are given, and social media has played so much important role in spreading the news. And I'm sure that if he might have not done that particular video by now, it would just still be there. So this video you watched earlier on has drawn the attention of not only Caveman Watches and other brands as well. But what we are bringing to you right now, a follow-up to this particular story, is the fact that Caveman Watches has officially signed Fred Amogi. So in the coming days, we should be seeing Fred Amogi on big billboards all around the country, and that is actually like a dream come true for him. So he made a post a couple of days ago on his social media, and he says, "Thank you to Caveman Watches. It is gradually happening." And yes, you see a picture of him with the Caveman CEO right there. Amazing. So interestingly, when you want something, you have to ask. Even the Bible says, "You ask and you shall be given." So I think Fred Amogi's wish is gradually coming to pass. We are hoping that not only Caveman Watches is paying heed to this, and every other corporate brand in Ghana starts celebrating not just Fred Amogi. I think his call basically is for the veterans in the industry, those that people might think they are no more in the system. They should actually try considering putting them on huge platform before they pass out, so that you're not going to be celebrating them when they are Bible. Well, congratulations to Fred Amogi, and we wish him a happy belated birthday once again. Now, away from that Fred Amogi's story, still on Monday, we brought you an update on how one of Nigeria's finest comic actor, Mr. Ibu's daughter, is reportedly divorced after 9 months of her marriage to a supposed foreign husband. So this girl is a TikTok star. She came on social media. Let me use the pidgin English. She not let people sleep. People waiting for TikTok, they not sleep. Back to back, she they give them woto post. I found the love of my life, the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay. Well, on Monday we brought you an update on how she came out on social media to report that her 9 months marriage to the supposed foreigner is over, because out of the blue moon she realized, or she was informed, that the guy had kids from his previous marriage, which he did not tell her. And after doing their romantic engagement and everything, the whole situation did not come up. But now she found out, and she called off the marriage, or she's divorced. And I think it is high time that people start doing certain things on the low. Now she needed to feed TikTokers again on the fact that she's no more married. Wish her all the very best. We're hoping that in the coming days she'll pay heed to what has happened and learn a huge lesson from that. Now, still on Monday, we brought you an update on how rapper Drake loses millions after betting on Israel Adesanya to beat Alex Pereira at UFC 281. So yes, Drake lost millions. We're not talking of millions of cedis or millions of naira, millions of dollars. Huge amount of money, because he actually trusts that Israel would have beaten Alex, but things did not go his way, so he bet somewhere, and of course the bet has been won by the person he had that particular bet with. But during this Monday's presentation, I made mention of the fact that for Drake identifying Israel's capacity or ability and betting on him is a huge deal for the guy. It's a huge deal. It's for him to know that there are strong people in this world who are seriously behind him. So probably we are hoping that in his coming games he puts up his best, because I'm sure that it is not only Drake that has lost money by betting for him to win Alex. At the end of the day, he did not win Alex. So let's see what